Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace. From websites and online stores to tools for marketing and analytics, Squarespace is your one-stop shop to run your business online. Hey, I'm sweaty, and here's why. About a week or two ago, I told you guys I had a lot of sanding to do on the Datsun to get it ready for like fiberglass pulling, for making molds, all that stuff. And I told you I wasn't gonna bore you with it, and you guys said you wanted to be bored with it. So, today we're gonna be sanding the Datsun, and it actually is not as boring as you might think, because I did actually take the car further than I thought it would be, and I went ahead and put some paint on it. You guys at the end of this video are gonna get to see what the Datsun's gonna look like, and you're gonna get to see how far we came. And I'm filming this in retrospect. We got really, really far. This thing looks so awesome. It looks like the render, and I just can't believe it. But before we get to that, I did want to explain something. A lot of you guys asked where Chase was. When we first started this back, everybody was like, where's Chase at? And if you don't know who Chase is, go watch some of the old Datsun videos. And we built it, we started this car at his garage. We are gonna be giving the Datsun to Chase. The very beginning of the video series of the Datsun 2 years ago, almost, we talked about giving this car away, and as we widened the frame and put an LS in it and built the death cage in the middle, it just kind of seemed too dangerous to give away. So we still wanted to give it away, or I still wanted to give it away, and so I decided that I would give it to my friend Chase. This is his dream truck, the cab that lifts and the LS in the middle and the tube frame inside, and all the crazy stuff that we've done has been kind of the brainchild of him. And so we're gonna be building the truck for him, and that is why he's not in the videos, because he is not allowed to watch any of these. So at the end of the kit, when we finish out the kit and it kind of looks like it's gonna look forever, we're gonna bring him in and show it to him for the first time. And I've made him block me on YouTube, I made him block me on Instagram and Facebook, so he cannot see anything about any of the updates, any of the videos, and his wife is holding him to that. So at the end, it will be fun to show him his truck when it's all wide and awesome. But today, we're going to be finishing out the front and showing you guys what this truck is gonna look like once it is complete. It's a really, really awesome video. I cannot wait to show it to you guys. It's right there, and it's just, man, it's insane. It looks so, so good. This is Pat. Pat is working with me this summer. A lot of you guys might know him from my PC build, and we're teaching him how to do some body working, and he's filming for me, and he's doing all kinds of cool stuff. So I don't think I've introduced him yet. He's been in the past like 4 videos. He's gonna be in the rest of the summer. So that's Pat. Now he's gonna sand so I can go work on the Porsche.
Thank you.
Like really good.
Like really good? Like really good? Like I didn't break it, Caleb's gonna have to go fix it?
Yeah, no, like super flat. That looks great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace. I've been using Squarespace for everything from designing a website to show you guys the cars that I build, tell you a little bit about myself, and sell merchandise online. One of the features of Squarespace that I really love that I haven't talked about yet is how easy it is to add people to your team. So we've been working with a company called Uniform Graphics that helps me with my merchandise sales, and we're working on a big merch drop at the end of next month. And Squarespace makes it really easy to collaborate with other people. So I can give people permissions to do things like manage my store, to manage my merchandise and stuff like that, to manage my website altogether, to edit my site, and you can customize permissions for each person that is going to be added to your team. And what's great about this is as your business grows, you need more people to help you stay organized, or at least I do. Squarespace makes it really easy to add people to my team, which makes the website better and allows us to do more for the built community. If you're running a small business, or maybe you're a creator for Instagram or YouTube or TikTok, check out the link below. You can get a discount on a Squarespace website to help you kind of get started on things like producing and selling merchandise, getting in touch with brands for brand integrations, and getting a space for your community to come and learn about you and your brand and the things that you offer. Thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring yet another video. Let's get back to it. Which is the main difference, is the water. It's our anniversary. Today is 6 years being married, and both of us forgot this morning. Just running like crazy with kids. Yeah, so that spot right there, you see how like you're getting the yellow?
Yeah, right.
And then this is staying white? Remember that was the low spot, so that's good. It's doing what we need it to do.
I don't know how to do this little spot right here.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Other than that, I think the whole thing's pretty good.
What? You can come in my shop whenever you want. Oh, sometimes the cats like to come in my shop?
Yeah.
Yeah. This didn't really bond well, and I might be able to get it flat with a lot of sanding and filling, but I'm not super confident about that. So what we're gonna do is just make a template, and we'll transfer it to some sheet metal, and we'll actually use sheet metal to build this piece. Should make this job way easier. All right, so this is aluminum flashing for roofing. Get it at your home improvement store. And it's just great because it's super, super easy to bend and it's really easy to cut. So now all we gotta do is glue that on, and you can see it's created a pretty flat or pretty smooth surface. So we went from this wavy, really awful, especially this indentation, really awful surface, you see this right here, to a flat, smooth one. So metal doesn't really like being bonded to stuff, so we're gonna use super glue, but super glue can take a while to kick. So I'm gonna use a trick that I learned from Jimmy DeRista, and that is make sure our hot glue gun is hot. But we're gonna use hot glue to hold it in place, and then we're gonna put super glue in there as well. And so while the hot glue is holding it in place, the super glue will have time to cure, and it'll be super glued on. The hot glue will just be kind of like a tack.
Apparently,
Good.
no. That thing is filthy.
Huh?
You can already tell
Yeah,
it's just
already.
filthy.
That's so much dust. This is definitely a candidate for just rinsing, but
Nice.
sure this paint on here is just spray paint. White paint. Yeah, I'm thinking what I may end up doing, but I think what I'm gonna do will be smarter, but good. And then just the front end just be done. You know, like do the epoxy. After a lot of sanding, like so much sanding, we are here. Now, we went ahead and hit this thing with some black paint to show you guys kind of what we're doing, where we're moving. There's a couple of places, I think I counted 3 places that still need some filling and sanding, which is fine. We will do that, but I wanted to get an idea of what this thing's gonna look like and kind of where we're at. And honestly, we're really close with body work. So we've got another step that's gonna happen just to seal everything off. If you've watched me do fiberglass before, you know this is coming, but we're gonna be putting epoxy on these. I wanted to do it in this video, but it's gonna require a lot of taping because we're doing it on the car. And so because of that, we're gonna wait until the next Datsun video to epoxy everything and get everything absolutely ready to be molded. In that, we're also gonna finish our body working on our hood and just kind of get the front end completely done so we can move to the back and not have to think about or do any more videos on the front until we're ready to start pulling parts. Now, there's a couple things that may bug some of you guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and address those so there's no fights in the comments. But some of the cuts and the openings and stuff aren't completely smooth. That's fine. It's because a lot of that I'm gonna be building turnbacks in, and I'll be cutting the openings later in the actual part. If you don't know what that means, just keep watching the channel and you'll see. These top pieces are a little bit wavy. That's fine too because of how we're building the parts. It just doesn't matter that much. And then this gap from the fender to the actual bumper itself is pretty large, and that's because our front end still has to flip. Now this front lip is way too low to flip forward, so we're gonna have a pretty large gap. If you think like Ferrari F40 has the flipper front end, there's a pretty big gap there. This is why. We've gotta have room for everything to clear. But yeah, I'm so stoked on how good these fenders look. The style is awesome. It came out just like the render, which is just amazing to me with how we built these. For you guys that maybe weren't here in the first episodes, go check them out. We built these fenders with trailer fenders, and we stretched some fabric over the top of the trailer fenders to get our shape, and then used fiberglass and Bondo and filler and everything else you saw us do in this video to get everything smoothed out and flat. And it really is smooth, and it's really flat. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am about the way this came out. It really is looking absolutely awesome. I learned so much with the MG about building this stuff from scratch, and I think that we've leveled up a little bit here with this design. And I'm really excited to do the rear now because I kind of know what process I'm going to use. This process just works, and I can't believe it because this was all experimental and it just worked. So we're going to keep moving with this thing. We'll get this all epoxied and clear. It'll basically look like it's clear coated, but it's a little bit stronger than clear coat for what we're going to be doing. But we'll get it all epoxied and ready to be pulled, and then we will move to the rear and build our rear fenders, and then it's a matter of just attaching everything. So we'll kind of attach the width with a side skirt that goes down the side. That'll be really simple, kind of a similar design to the front lip, but easier to make. And then we've got a spoiler that's gonna go on the back end. We've got a diffuser in the render as well. I don't know what our diffuser is gonna look like because our exhaust is a little bit different, but we'll do some sort of diffuser because I love diffusers. I know this video took way longer than I thought it was gonna take, but I wanted to get to this point for you guys instead of just having a video of me just sanding. I wanted to get to a point where you could really see what this thing looks like and where we're going and how just insanely wide this car is. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more of this, subscribe. We're going to be posting more videos of this. And then in that spot, well, show this engine.
Yeah, you are now. I caught it though.
Okay, in this spot right here, we're going to be parking the MG. So you guys know I've been working on my dream car, which is a 911, an air-cooled 77 911S that we bought from a barn. If you haven't seen that, there's a full playlist I'll link somewhere up here. You can watch that and see how we got it running. It's running now, so I'm gonna get some gaskets replaced, get some leaks fixed. We'll get this out of here, and when that goes out, the MG is gonna go right behind me, and the engine for the MG is right behind me now. I'm actually blocking it out to make sure you guys can't see it. This big engine is gonna be going in the MG, and then we'll have two classic, small, tiny, wide-body cars with massive, massive engines in it, and it should just be awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.